What's going on, gamers? Just finished watching the Xbox Microsoft showcase and just wanted to give you my impressions. Now, of course, there were a lot of games that I'm not going to talk about. Games that are, look interesting, probably end up playing them, but they're not my main focus. They're not the ones that I'm really anticipating coming out. A lot of indie looking games that certainly look interesting. And like I said, I love indie games. I love indie looking games. I love cartoony looking games, but I'm more focused on games such as the games that we'll discuss here. You can see here some of the games that are going to be on Game Pass. There's something in Game Pass for everyone. Now, A Plague Tale Requiem is a game that I am certainly looking forward to playing. I missed the first one, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm going to play the first one before I play this one. Something, games like this, I just don't feel right jumping ahead. I want to understand the relationship between her and her brother up until now. You also see Forza Motorsport. I was really impressed with the colors, the color palette. This looks like a painting right here. I mean, the landscaping was just simply beautiful, man. I mean, oh, and here you go, the reflections. And this particular part really impressed me right here. This looks like you took a snapshot of this screenshot. I would have thought it was a photo of a real car that you took a picture of. You see here, the damage looks good. I'm not too impressed with the sparks, but hey, nothing but the damage, man. Look at this, look at that tire, man. And you see here the reflections look great. The ray tracing is obvious here. Okay guys, talking about a surprise. I was always going to play Flight Simulator. Didn't know when, had no idea. Not heavily anticipating anything about Flight Simulator. It's a beautiful game. Definitely was going to play it. But I wasn't highly anticipating anything about the game until this. That's right, guys. That is the spaceship. That's Master Chief's spaceship, the Dawn, from Halo. Now, look at this cockpit. Man, I'm telling you, I am certainly going to play this game. It's in the game now, if I remember correctly. So I will be playing this part of the game before the weekend. Now, Scorn was a game that I wasn't interested in because the game appeared to be too slow paced for me. It looked interesting and it was going to come on Game Pass. Well, it's going to come on Game Pass. So eventually I was going to play it just out of interest. But I'd heard through the grapevine, and I guess the rumors were true, that they were working on the pacing of the game. And that's one of the reasons why they delayed it. And according to the video they showed today, that seems to be true. So I am looking forward to playing it, and it's coming out on Game Pass. So I'm probably gonna check it out soon after it comes out. Flintlock. Flintlock is a game that I have been anticipating for a very long time. I am really surprised that I don't hear more people talking about this game. This game looks great to me. This game looks like a game where, if Ark and Assassin's Creed had a baby, it looks kind of arcane-ish in a way. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it coming out. Now, I have seen videos of this game that look a lot more impressive than this. In fact, the overall show, the videos didn't look very impressive. I guess they decided to show them something like 30 frames a second or something like that for some reason. I'm sure they had a reason that's beyond my understanding or whatever. They're professionals, so they know what they're doing. But I have certainly seen a video of this game where I was in awe of how beautiful it was. It looked like absolute eye candy. So I am definitely looking forward to Flintlock. And now, my most anticipated game, guys. And I have to tell you, Starfield exceeded all of my expectations. Now, I heard some people on some channels talking about the graphics, and I was like, have you not been looking at the entire show? Nothing looked ideal graphically. So I was just like, what made you think Starfield was going to be any different? So I didn't even pay attention to that, but I looked at the gameplay, I looked at the world, I looked at the mood, of the planets and things of that nature. And I have to tell you guys, I was thoroughly happy with what I saw. And I have to tell you, as a Star Citizen gamer, someone who does play Star Citizen, yeah, I know, don't laugh, but I do play it. I asked one of the influencers, I guess you might say, who has been playing Star Citizen for quite a while, and they're pretty popular on YouTube as someone who's an influencer when it comes to Star Citizen. And I asked him, I said, do you think that Star Citizen is feeling any pressure at all from Starfield? And his answer was nope, because the scope of the game isn't going to be even near as big. Well, he didn't say even near. He just said it's not going to be as big as Star Citizen, which I agree. Now, I really don't know exactly how big Star Citizen is, but I have to tell you this, and I didn't expect for Starfield to be as big as Star Citizen, and I don't think that it is. But according to what Todd Howard said, and I certainly don't think he's lying, it's going to be pretty massive. I mean, you see these planets right here, right? Now check that out. It's supposed to have thousands of planets, different types of worlds that you can go to, different sorts of creatures that you're going to encounter. You can, search for minerals and things of that nature. You can mine for these things. You have handheld weapons where you can mine for these things. You're probably going to also have ships. That's what you do in Star Citizen. A lot of people, that's all they do. You're going to have these various locations. This is Bethesda, so you're going to have these various locations where you're going to run into some bad guys. You're going to have to get involved in some combat. Plenty of exploration going on in this game. You take everything Bethesda's ever made, put that space twist on it, and there you go. I mean, you've got these outdoor locations. I mean, look at this. This is sort of, it is giving me the Mass Effect vibe, and I love Mass Effect. If you listen to any of my other videos, you know how much I love Mass Effect. And the last three games that they came out, the remake, I knocked all three out like it was nothing, and it usually takes me a while to finish some games. But yeah, man, I mean, this thing is, look at these cities, man. You can visit, you can actually walk into these cities. You can walk into these cities. So I'm telling you, man, the guys over there that's creating Star Citizen, yeah, I'm sorry, man. You guys are going to feel some pressure. And to be honest with you, because I keep up with Star Citizen, they have been conducting themselves like they feel the pressure. They're turning it up, and they're fastly trying to put together something that you can play that's going to be a complete story. And Star Citizen is very impressive in its own ways, but there's no cohesive story. And I don't think Star Citizen will ever be finished. I think that they will always be adding to it for many years. But I think that's the same thing with this game. In fact, Phil Spencer said it. He said he's looking forward to this game being very relevant for many years to come. So yeah, man, I was very impressed, man. Look at the expressions on this guy's face, I can't wait, man. And I'm going to tell you something. This game is going to be a star attraction on the channel. You can look forward to it. So if you're into the game, and I tell you right now, I'm not someone who reviews games. I like to enjoy games. I love reviewers, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, man. I like to suck these games in, man. I like to enjoy them. I like to look at every nook and cranny. I want to do it all, man. And there are going to be times, so I'm going to tell you right now, if you're going to be looking at any of my footage, that's what you're going to be seeing. Sometimes you're going to be seeing me doing things that may appear to be weird or whatever, but I'll try in one way or another to explain why I'm doing this, so you won't wonder, like, why is this guy sitting here doing this? Why is this guy sitting there looking at this one thing for so long? That's how I play games, man. Now, don't get me wrong. You're going to see me getting into a whole lot of trouble, so there's going to be some of that too. But yeah, man. So that's it, guys. that's not everything that was in the show. I don't want to spoil the show for you guys. I mean, go and look at it for yourself. There were some other great games that I'm looking forward to playing. So just go check them out, man. And thank you for looking at the video. And until next time, guys, enjoy gaming, be nice, as one of my favorite YouTubers says, and most of all, stay safe.